Alright, here we are with an end of the year State of the Thomas Wooden Railway collection. We're going to break it down into 3 separate videos. First, a room tour of my collection, which is this video. Second, my whole collection one by one. And finally, my wish list for the future. First, this part of the walls are mainly 1992 to 1997 Thomas trains, accessories, destinations, and sets. I placed the accessories and destinations on the bottom shelves to prevent them from falling, and because I love admiring the earlier versions more than the later versions, I go bottom to top with the earliest trains towards the bottom. I am trying to collect every single variant and prototype models made in 1992 and 1993, including factory errors, alongside with one of each Shining Time green packaging and Shining Time blue packaging and non-Shining Time blue packagings. There are some errors and prototypes that I'm keeping a close eye on, and I hope to add those in my collection in the future. For the 1992 and 1993 trains, I look at them as art rather than toys. Thus, I custom made a lot of plastic cases to protect them from damage. Furthermore, these shelves are just lumbers from Lowe's, with 2 to 3 L brackets per shelf. I like how affordable they are and aesthetically match the Thomas Wooden Railway theme. On the bottom, we have a hand-drawn prototype Island of Soderfeld playmat. I plan to do a full video on it in the future, so I won't go too deep on it, but it is basically drawn with permanent markers and so on, so stay tuned for that. Here on the right side and the window side, I am working on replicating a learning wall from 1993 and 1995 clickety-clack era. For those who are not familiar with the learning wall is a freestanding store display sold to retailers by Learning Curve. I am missing some pieces to complete, but the journey is what makes it fun as a collector, and I'll be searching for those. For the 1993 learning wall, I plan to build the shelves myself to replicate the original look. As for the 1995 walls, I have all 3 of the shelves, but need to start assembling and figure out ways to transport them to my house. The 2 things I am missing are the 2 topper displays that goes on the left and right part of the shelf. Moving on, we have the 1998 to 2017 wall. On the bottom, we have the toy boxes. I love the fact that they are uniformly shaped, and it just makes me really happy how well they fit together. This part is my wife's favorite as well, but just for the wrong reason. She likes the beautiful art on the boxes, while I appreciate how they made the boxes into same dimensions. Going up, we have the complete collection of 1993 to 2017 store catalogs and yearbooks. Next to the yearbooks, we have 1995 brown label tracks and destinations. In all honesty, this is just a temporary placeholder until I transport and assemble the 1995 Learning Curve bookshelf. In those empty places, I plan to buy more storybook packs and special sets to fill in the gaps and complete the look. Going to the top, I am trying to collect all of the Thomases made throughout the years until 2017. It is still a work in progress, but hopefully I could collect them all eventually. Next, we have the Thomas BRIO items, and I was recently able to find a new in the box cranky and a windmill, so I'm very excited to add them to this shelf. And going on to the right, we have our German Thomases. These are extremely hard to find. Recently, a good friend of mine gave me a Henry and Gordon boxes, which I am very thankful for. She is also a collector herself and have intensive knowledge on the history and details on Thomas. She owns a lot of stuff that I can only dream of. Anyways, I plan to add the cardboard background and loose trains for them. Furthermore, I am working on a trade to get a Nafford Express coach. Overall, my goal is to collect the first edition for each character. And as for now, the other trains are a bit of a chaos and not well organized. And I would probably need to replace them in the future as well. Last, we have the 2002 Thomas shelves. On top, we have our 60th anniversary metallic trains, Day Out with Thomas, and a lot of random special Thomases. Going down, we have our Roland whistles and gold magnets. They were some of the first lines that I started collecting when I did not know too much on Thomas Wooden Railway. Time to time when I see these, buyer's remorse starts kicking in. Till this day, the different sizes in James and Molly and Billy and Stanley gives me anxiety. I just don't know why. Next, we have another shelf for the 60th anniversary set in the background. In the front, I displayed the employee gift diorama, promotional cargoes, and some of the unfinished Thomas concept models. If there are any specific trains that you guys want me to talk about in the future videos, please leave a comment below. Stay tuned for part 2 of my end of the year collection video series, and like and subscribe.